I've seen a lot of hot stuff, but nothing beats the journey. Not even the money. Bless my mind, I feel.
Good morning, my lovelies. How are you on this lovely Saturday morning? And it is a lovely Saturday morning. Sun shining, 18 degrees. It's going to be a cracker. This video is a bit of a shocker. If you've got a Tolbert Expert motorhome, then you need to listen to this. There may be trouble ahead. What a cracking morning. Saturday, you know. We nearly lost our trip, let me tell you that. Let me explain to you, people. Let me explain. Come on, let's go and shall we have a wander at the street instead? Picture this. So there I am, planning the trip of a lifetime. Me and the old gal there. To start the pension off, as you know. We're about to go bleeding planes. You got to love them though, they're old. So the big trip's all planned up, right? I'll get me bits done in the van. I'll get it charted up and bits and bobs like that. We get the service done. We check it all over. Everything's been greased, polished and rubbed. Ready for the MOT. I can hear while we're doing the service, you can hear like a chain rattle. You know, cam chain rattle or tensioner, bearing gone or something. So we done the oil change, we done everything. We thought it may have been the power steering pump. But no, we disconnected the belt, started it, still the same bearing noise. Anyway, we done the service, and I'm thinking it's a chain driven, and I'm thinking, well, if there's a bearing on its way out, a tensioner on its way out, it'll rumble a bit. Ain't gonna do a lot of damage. Well, not at the state that it sounded like it was in. It sounded like there was time for me to I can sort that out at a later date. It wasn't a big problem. Well, timing chains are always a problem. But lucky enough, my nephew, the one who does all the work on the van, well, him and Gappy, he was phoning me up the next morning, and I was driving at the time, so I missed 6 calls, and I thought, well, there's got to be something wrong with Air Lee to phone me 6 times. So I fucking belled him back, and he said, Charlie, it's not a cam chain, mate. What? It's not a cam chain. It's a cam belt. Not only one cam belt, though. There's 2 cam belts and 2 tensioners. So that means the van is off the road immediately. Do not drive it. One of them tensioners snap or go, that's it, dead engine. Let's go inside a minute. Now, can you imagine if I'd have headed up to Scotland and this hadn't have been picked up? I could have been put in the same position as Tim, socks with sandals. I mean, I've got recovery and I can get the vehicle back. It doesn't make any difference, really, does it? I can get it back to where? I mean, if you're in Scotland and it goes, I've got to get it back to Northampton. All right, I've got recovery. Without recovery, I'll be in the same position as Tim. So never let your recovery lapse. Because imagine trying to get from Scotland to Northampton, having to pay for a tow truck. I mean, my recovery is £99 a year. You've got to be backward not to have that. You know, that's just totally responsibility, isn't it? If you've got no recovery, you're going to be in that position. So always make sure you've got recovery. It's simple, honestly. It's easy, and it puts your mind at rest. But that's how quick things can go tits up. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now, I've been able to source a cam belt kit, and it's on its way as we speak. This is Saturday morning, by the way, and you'll be getting this tomorrow night. Well, I'll still be in the same position, waiting for my cam belt kit to come. There was one belt I couldn't get for the service, so I ordered that at the same time, or I tried to. I'll give my supplier the belt number. He said to me, that is the wrong belt size. But he does a set of 5, because there's 5 auxiliary belts on this. There's 2 on the water pump, which are the same size. There's 1 on the servo. There's 1 on the alternator. And then on the other side of the engine, there's your power steering. Now, he does all 5 belts. So I've ordered the set of them as well. So I know what the right belt sizes are for the vehicle. Now, the supplier in this case, if you've got an old Tolbert, you need to open your ears, or VWs, or your older vehicles. It's South Coast Motorhomes. Fantastic, quick company. I phone him up. I ask him, inquire about a cam belt. He goes, yeah, straight away. Normally, if I go and order any parts from Motor Factor or German, French and Sweden, anywhere, they'll go, nothing comes up, sir. We don't know what it is. Have you got a number? Don't matter what it is. Oil filter, air filter, anything, they want a number. There's nothing listed. So to try and get a starter motor or anything like that, you're pissing in the wind, basically. Now, in the past, I've had a couple of old Talbots, as you know. My last grey one with the gearbox that went. It's the only thing that they couldn't help me were internal parts for that gearbox, or getting hold of a column change gearbox. Now, I've had things from, I've had a set of drive shafts, and they're pretty cheap, 180 quid a set for your front prop shafts and bearings, seals, cheap as chips. I mean, anything from starter motor, fuel pump, you know, the fucking pressurising your fuel pumps up. I've been able to get everything from these people. and they're fantastic. You phone them up, yes, I've got it. You make a payment with a card detail, give them your bleeding address, and it's out to you within a day or two. This was a Friday afternoon. I phoned him because we didn't know until we'd done the service, you know, what parts we're going to need. So it's either going to be here Monday or Tuesday, and it's a day's work, believe me. So you people out there with your Tolberts, just have a look. If you want a petrol engine, I understand that all petrol engines are chain driven, and the diesels are all belt driven. Check them, please, mate. Check them. If that belt goes, you're going to need a new engine. It's as simple as that. I don't know what the mileage is between changing on the belts, but I'll know when the belt comes because it will tell me you've got to change it every so many miles. And there'll be a sticker that you put on your dash normally. Now, take heed, people. Wait a minute, I've got an incoming call. Let me just stop that a minute. Yeah, take heed, people. Get them belts checked, because nobody can afford to be without an engine in the motor. Now, what I will say about these Tolbert engines, 2.5 turbo diesels or non-turbos. Mine's a non-turbo. And to be honest, it pulls better than what it does with a turbo one that I had. Mind you, it is a little bit lighter and a lot shorter. But with these engines, as long as your belts, filters and oils are changed, you know, they will run forever. Yeah. So every year, I don't do the belts every year. Obviously not your cam belts and whatever every year, but I do them every 2 years. Not the cam belt, the auxiliary belts. I think the recommended is 3 years, but I do them every 2 years. So every year it'll be oil, filters, and belts every 2 years. But oil and filters every fucking year. These engines are like, they're bleeding tractor engines. They're good. They're not built for speed. They're built for plodding. And as long as them filters and oils are changed yearly and you got your eye on your belts, that'll run forever. They're a fantastic engine. What more can I say? All you got to do, oil and filters, and keep your eye on the belts. That's it. It's that simple. It gets MOT'd every year. So every year, you make sure, never go with mileage. You know, they say, 10,000 miles a year. I'm not doing 10,000 miles a year. If I do 5,000 or 6,000 miles a year, it will still be changed every year on the anniversary of the MOT. Because it's that simple. Now, I'm pretty sure that everybody who lives in a van knows these things. When it's your home, it's your house. And just as you would in a house, if your boiler goes down, if anything happens, it's your house, for fuck's sake. So be on top of them. I mean, if you have a look at another channel off on it, Chrissy Canvas Art, and it's see how bad I am. Only Norm's Vanlife. or something. I'm going to put that in here. Chrissy, I am so sorry. Shit for brains. If you know what I mean, Katie. Chrissy. And they're the same with Norman. Norman's their little transit motorhome. And they'll confirm. You've got to be on it. You've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be on that van 24/7. If you have a look at Dave, Chris's husband, you'll see they're anal on their van. Here we go. We've got another car, look. But that's the way you have to be if you live in them. It's your home. But even for you weekenders who don't live in them, you don't want to lose that bit of freedom. An engine down is a major bleeding thing, isn't it? And with the older vehicles, you can't just pop in a scrapyard. I mean, if you go to France, you can, I suppose. You'll pick engines up for this for nothing. And that's the way to do it if one does go down. But it means you're going to be off the road quite a while. You've got to source one, pay for it, have it shipped. One out, one in. It's not the way to go. It's not the way to go. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to have a cup of tea. Do you fancy one? That's it. The old sun's out, tops off. Get a bit of tan today. I'm going to be outside doing a little bit of work on the van, giving it a wipe down. I'd just do sections at a time. It's bleeding easier when you're on your own. When you're on the road, not on your fucking own, on the road. It's easier. So I just do a section every now and again, you know, and then a bit of wax on it and just keep working my way around it. Oh, the weather's nice. I mean, what else have we got to do? Apart from entertaining you lovelies. That's what I've got to do. That's my job. That's my job. We're going to have a cup of tea and we'll have a sit down. Might even go out for a bleeding wander. Who knows? Who knows? It's one of them people, isn't it? Kettle's boiling. Let's have a cup of tea. What's the time? 11:05. Not quite beer o'clock, is it? But trust me, it will be. It will be. Have you got your cup of tea? I know I keep going on about this trip, but really you don't really understand how important this trip is to me. You know, reaching retirement is a milestone in its... I think I know more dead people now than I do live. And reaching your pension age is a big thing anyway. But to get 3 months tablets booked and 3 months of freedom in Scotland to start this off, to celebrate my retirement and my total life-changing situation, it's a big thing. So I haven't even planned this trip out yet. I don't know where my second stop's going to be before getting to Scotland, or how many stops I'm going to make on the way up there. But today is Sunday that you're watching this, and I'm recording it on a Saturday. So I've got to pull my finger out of it to get this up. So Monday or Tuesday, the cam belt will be here. I'm hoping it's going to be fitted by Wednesday and I'm free for Wednesday. Because on Sunday the 18th is the departure date. I've got tablets to pick up, the engine to get sorted, a deep clean, get me washing everything done and ready, and me shopping for Sunday when I'm off. So it hasn't put me back. This cam belt business hasn't put me back any time. It's just give me less time to sort things out before I fuck off, if you know what I mean. So, a big trip, and I hope you all come in, and we'll have a laugh up there. We're gonna try some new things. We did try last time with the Scotch pies, and I've been told that you're not supposed to eat the pastry on them. I didn't know that. I'm gonna find a Scotsman who tells me where he gets his Scotch pies from, and have one with him. That's what I'd like to do. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? In the comments. So please, in the comments, do you eat the pastry on them or don't you? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But we'll be on the hunt up there, and we're going to be doing some cafes, and we'll do a few bars. It'll be lovely. Markets, anything we can find, we'll be having a look at. Old things, nude things, me. Well, there won't be no nude things because there's no nude bathing up there, I don't think. It'd be too bleeding cold. Anyway, I've got a lot to do and a lot to get prepared. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And if it's helped you out, if you've got a Tolbert Express 2.5 turbo diesel or non-turbo diesel, let me know in the comments how you service yours, or when you service yours, and how it's running. That'd be nice. And was the information about South Coast motorhomes, did that help anybody out? Please, in the comments, just leave me a comment anyway. That's what makes the channel grow. Come on, people, fingers out. And I'll see you lovelies on the next one. I'll try and get some shots of the cam belt being done, but it's very fucking tight in there. But I'll see what we can do. Hopefully see you Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Thursday, or sometime. You have the best one. Now here's a thing to ponder that goes through your mind when you're laying in bed. If this had gone bang, all right, I could have got it recovered, which is a blessing. What would I do? I mean, I'm okay in the summer with the solar. You know, I'd have energy wherever I was parked up. But I couldn't afford another vehicle to go and live in, to buy out cash right. And on my pension, I ain't going to get no credit. And if I do, I wouldn't be able to fucking live on it. So it can break one's sleep up a bit, if you know what I mean. When you ain't got a pot to piss in and you've just, well, nearly used all my savings. Yeah, it's a daunting thought. And I'm not on my own. I'm not the only person who lives like this. So it's all right not having to pay rent and living in a van. But now's the time I've got to save. I've got to really put something by to replace this vehicle, or if anything goes wrong with it. You know, if the engine goes and I'm off the road for a few months, I can most probably source an engine. But that's just stress and stress and stress. So you've got to look after what you've got. And it can get a little bit frightening. We're not far from living on the streets, really. Same as you are in a house. You lose your house, or lose my van, that's me done. It's a daunting thought. But hey-ho, life goes on. It don't matter what'll happen. I know one thing. I'll survive. Until it goes, till the old chicken gives up and gives up the ghost. And by then, who gives a fuck? As long as you've enjoyed the time that you're here, life's too short to be worrying about every little fucking bit that could happen or what can happen or if this happens or that happens. You got to man up and just face what the fucking consequences are. That's life, isn't it? Please leave us a comment. How would you deal with it? Would you be able to deal with it? Until the next time, people.
Been around the world, I've seen a lot of hot stuff, but nothing beats the journey. Not even the money. Bless my mind, I fell in love with all the art. I made my world's a part of my journey. You can't take it from me. My life, I'm in the driver's seat. Nobody can take my spot. Keep pushing, don't ever quit. Been dreaming right from the start. I get to write it. It's my movie, I'm the one who decides it. Those nights when I have no light in the crib, young king still visualize it.